You might have taken a point before, would you, after the couple of defeats? Just a difficult place to come, but you'd be disappointed now, I'd imagine.
Yeah, honestly, I wouldn't have took a point before I come, because I'm always on the side of anarchy in my brain, so we always set up to win. However, after the back of 2 defeats, of which one was very undeserved and one was purely on me, a point is better than no points, obviously. You've got to stop the rot, although I don't really think it's a rot. I just think we just, So I was just hugely disappointed. I think we done well first half, played really well, good going forward, just not good enough. That's my truth. I just didn't think we were crisp enough in the final third. Got in really good positions where we should come out with something. We had a really good set piece where Connor should, get better contact. So I was just disappointed we didn't get the second goal. And I think second half was the same. Rush was a real threat, especially, and we just needed that second goal. And the longer the game went on, without it, they'd made like 5 subs. We possibly didn't have the opportunity to do that today, but the longer the game went on and they had to throw everything at us, the honest truth is we weren't strong enough to withstand it, and that's what's disappointing. We've thrown away, it feels like we've thrown away 2 points, which is heartbreaking.
First half, last couple of games, you've improved in matches. Today, came out the blocks pretty quick.
Yeah, no, obviously it's not, these are going to be a top 6 team, so, you've got to start well, and they asked the lads to start well. I mean, like I joked earlier, I've never asked my teams to start rubbish, obviously, but did ask to, you got to start well and get a grip of the game, and I thought we did. I thought we looked a much more athletic team is probably the nicest way to put it. I just thought we just looked a bit more dangerous on the break, so that was good. And for Rush to get a goal, at times he was unplayable today, which was excellent. Obviously he fatigued a little bit, so something we need to address, but so we had to take him off. But I thought we started the game well. There was an intensity to our play. We just, when you're on top, I just think you need to score, and ideally to score another, and we didn't. And like I said, the longer the game went on, we defending crosses, corners, free kicks, eventually something's going to happen, and it did, and that's what frustrates me, I think. But it does.
The game didn't turn on it, but certainly the crowd were down. There was, a little bit of a kind of upset within the Chesterfield supporters, but then a few challenges go in, a few bookings. There was a bit of a flurry of them. I think, was it 5 in the end for Don's players, and the crowd got a bit up. Did that have any bearing, do you think?
I'm not sure. There was a bit of I had an old man bladder incident, didn't I? Not literally, I weed myself. I went into the toilet. When I came out, there was the whole thing going down there with Rush, and that sort of, went on for a bit. I didn't think it was like a, particularly dirty game. I went over the moon when Mendes got pushed into the stand, but generally I thought the game was pretty well natured. I do think, all fans don't want to see their teams losing, so I appreciate that, at half time there's a bit of noise, but there always will be, won't there? But I thought the game as a whole was okay, but we just lacked a little bit of quality, which we're desperate to get in.
You had to make some changes, as you say. Mendes Lang's been around the world, and Hepburn Murphy tired a little bit and brought on 1 or 2, and Aaron Collins came on, and Colin maybe did he lose a bit of balance, or do you think?
Yeah, maybe. I think with the way we started the game and how diligent the front 3 were, I think with a sub sometimes it works in your favour because you have a bit more of a random thing. I thought we lost a little bit of our shape. And in fairness, Aaron hasn't played since the first game of the season, so I'm not blaming Aaron, but we did sort of lose it a little bit. But then you never know if it is or it's just their momentum, caused us more problems. But a couple of times it was like, oh my God. So like a couple of times we were nearly in, Rush was nearly in, Aaron was nearly in, and you think the second goal is game over. But it wasn't to be, and we have to pick ourselves up and go again for next week.
Well, your fullbacks did all right, didn't they, as well?
Yeah, I thought the back 4 were really good. Back 5 were really good. I thought, I weirdly, I said it to them before the game. I didn't go to bed last night thinking, oh my God, my back line and the fullbacks. I didn't. I'd play Aaron everywhere bar goalkeeper, and probably the same with Connor. So I felt really comfortable with them. And in fact, I quite enjoyed the way they played. So that was quite good. So no, I thought the fullbacks done well. I thought the midfield were pretty good. And it's always the things that frustrate me, like defensive throw-ins and that. Wow, we let teams off the hook too easily. We don't get tight enough, and I keep reiterating it. So maybe now put it out in the urethra. Fans could write in to say, Paul, you should be doing this, but I'll show the lads again on Monday, because if not, my blood pressure isn't going to allow me to survive till May. I just literally won't. My head will blow off one day. So those little details, but their actual effort, like you see how hard Pato works, how well Kelly works, got blood all over his face. I just thought there were some really good performances today, but we just couldn't finish it off, and which is sad, because like I said to the lads now, I want my teams to finish games off.
Yeah, I mean, the first 70 minutes, probably 75 minutes, we were the better side for the most of it, and then, as you say, they kind of get that sniff that maybe they've got a chance still.
Yeah, and in fairness, like, you could be playing like anyone at home. If you 1-0, I mean, that was like us last week with 10 men. Like, if there's only a goal in it with about 10 minutes to go, in the end, he makes all his attacking subs, puts as much fresh legs on as he can, and he goes for it. And we just have to be brave enough to step, stand up to it. And we did about one set piece, and that's probably why I'm possibly more frustrated. If they were smoking us and picking us off, and shots, and Craig save, and we end up conceding, I think, oh, bless them. But I don't think they asked loads of us apart from set pieces, so that's why, it's more disappointing.
I mean, managers are quite often looking for an opportunity to thank the fans, but I mean, there was a point in that half where they were dancing, the Don supporters, weren't they?
Well, I don't think, maybe I am, but it was like a drum going on. I was buzzing off the drum.
Yeah.
Whoever the drummer is, come the end of the season, I'll make sure he gets a shirt or something. I thought, can't now, obviously, because finances won't allow, but I thought the atmosphere was electric.
When you get
there.
a mug?
What?
A mug?
Yeah, drummer's mug. Yeah, I'm a drummer's mug. Yeah, I need that person, whoever the drummer is, to email the club.
Okay.
Say I'm the drummer. However, if I get 30 emails, I think, hang on a sec, there weren't 30 drums, was there? But the atmosphere was electric, and I thought that, like, I wanted, obviously, because my job is to try and bring happiness, really, and theatre, which we're definitely bringing theatre, but I don't know about enough happiness, but to the fans, and they were brilliant. They sung, they obviously egged on Rush, and like anyone knows Rush, you get behind him and he'll go through brick walls for you. So I thank him for that, and it's just disappointing for them they didn't see the team see it out, because over the course of the game I just thought we probably had it.
Thank you.
Obviously, without Jack Sanders and Kane Wilson today, how are they getting on?
Yeah, not great. Kane, unfortunately, he's damaged his knee in a challenge early on the other day, so he's going to be out for a long period. I don't think we'll see him before Jan.
I mean, that's a massive blow, considering he only came in, a couple of weeks ago.
Well, yeah, it is a massive blow, and also I know how good he is, so it's like a double whammy for me. But also we brought him in because, he's played a lot of games for me, but I know what he brings. But also with Geth being out for a long period, so Geth's still a good 6 weeks away. So so the options were, with that, we could go to a 3, but we didn't have 3 centre-halves fit, so we couldn't do that either. So it was making the best decisions on what we had. So, and Jack felt his leg, had a scan, and he's done his calf solus. He'll be out for 5-6 weeks as well. So we're literally what we've got out there is what we've got, and that's what makes the dropper points more painful for me, because I know how much the lads give, and I like a bit of, what's the word, when you're up against it, what's the word on adversity? Adversity, I like it. I don't like it when everything's perfect and champagne, and I like to sometimes see the character of the lads, and we saw it today, but like obviously Jack's out. So like last week, Scotty Hogan damaged his knee, he's out for a few weeks, he's had a jab. I lost Mellish to sending off, obviously, and then I've lost Kane and Jack for a long period. So we took 4 out of the starters from last week, and in fairness to I don't know if I put 4 new ones in, I can't work out the maths here. But in fairness to the lads who played today, I thought they performed admirably, and that's what makes the end of the game even less palatable. Yeah,
and especially as it was a set piece, you said that was pretty much all the problems they caused you were from set pieces. They didn't carve you open.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. I thought they were really well marshalled, so that's what makes it really frustrating, and obviously this league there's a lot of teams that are very good at them. So it's frustrating for us as coaches that we've conceded.
I suppose you go into Tuesday now. It's a trophy game. You probably could afford to change everybody, but I mean you've probably not got the numbers at this point. Might have to be a lot of kids, but how do you go into the trophy? What's you sort of thinking for it?
Yeah, honestly, I just need to get in and out of it. Yeah. The game, like without any injuries, without it will be used as a training game. So I will blood a lot of youth, which I want to do anyway. And like today, if we went 2-0 up, I'd have put some. Yeah, I would have liked to have put. Yeah, because they've been doing well. So it's a good opportunity for me to watch them. It's a good opportunity not a good opportunity, but I will obviously rest as many as my main players as I can because I just cannot afford to risk it. However, we'll still pick a team and we'll still do everything we always do to try and win it, because winning's a good habit to get into. So I look forward to it on that respect, and I look forward to watching a few players I haven't seen on the pitch recently who desperately want to get in the starting 11, but I will make 24 changes. How do you like that for a quote? No, but I will make changes, obviously, and I need to.
Nice one, thanks, Paul.
Thanks, mate.